Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to this space, our space, uncomfortable but necessary conversations. It's a pleasure to be with you and with my colleagues.
Hi.
Okay, today we will be discussing a highly controversial topic within the university. There are various perspectives and opinions regarding its use, management, and side effects. We are talking about consumption of psychoactive substances and how it can affect the normal development of the university life on campus, as well as impacts the future of professionals. If we had summarized the information, we can use that question. What does the use of psychoactive substance impact the mental health, academic performance, and personal development of the university, and what strategies can be implemented to mitigate these effects? Okay, Karen, what do you think about the relevance of that topic?
Thank you, Lisa. The use of psychoactive substances such as alcohol, tobacco, and illicit drug is a reality in the university environments. Many students turn to these substances to deal with academic stress, social pressure, or simply curiosity. However, this can have serious consequences for the physical and mental well-being. Abuse of these substances is associated with decrease in academic performance, mental health problems such as anxiety, depression, and increased addiction. In addition, it can affect interpersonal relationships and the ability of students to make responsible decisions. Since university is a crucial stage in the development of young people, it's essential to address this problem and promote support and solutions.
Okay, Cara, and what does the international community say about this issue?
The third United Nations Sustainable Development Goals seeks to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all people, including prevention and treatment of substance abuses. The university context is means raising awareness about the negative effects of consumption, promoting prevention programs to access to psychological support. Reducing substances not only improves the health of students but also contributes a safer and more productive academic community. To meet this goal, universities must implement strategies that include mental health education, access to counseling, and environment free of harmful substances. Only then we can move towards the healthier and more sustainable community. It is therefore important to know evidence that brings us a little closer to the consequences and factors that influence the use of psychoactive substances.
Yes, Carolina, and that is why I checked some articles that allow some figures about this subject, and I found that the consumption of psychoactive substance at the Universidad Nacional de Colombia during 2024 shows a concentrated distribution in specific points of the campus, with greater density in areas of high student affluence as visualized in the map in blue zones. According to the data collected, the faculties with the highest percentage of consumption are human science, engineering, and arts, with 23, 18, and 16% respectively. Other faculties such as medicine, economics, and law have lower consumption percentage, ranging between 2% and 10%.
Yes, that is so true. That is something that, from my perspective, I have noticed a lot in the university.
Yes. And also it's important to say that the use of psychoactive substance in the university setting has a significant impact in several areas. 37% of students who consume alcohol perceive their mental health to be affected, while up to 15% of frequent marijuana users report symptoms of anxiety and depression. At the academic level, half of these users have poor test performance and difficulty completing assignments, and chronic PEAs. Use is directly linked to higher college debut rates. In addition, 25% of students who consume stimulants suffer chronic fatigue and digestive problems, affecting their daily performance. In the social sphere, 16% of university students who regularly consume PEAs experience difficulties in their interpersonal relationships. As a consequence, 15% of users have considered abandoning their studies due to problems related to the consumption of this substance, which shows the urgent need to prevention strategies and support within universities. That's why we have two guests on today's podcast to tell us about their perceptions. Hello, Alejandra Nieto.
Hi Camila,
Hi, Camila.
thanks for this space. And yeah, I can tell you all that as a student of the Faculty of Human Science, I remember that when I was in my first year of college, many of my partners from anthropology but also from others major in human science were very open-minded about the idea of drugs and rejecting all the ideas that could be part of the stigma about the drugs. They were thinking in their personality development, ideas around freedom, and chilling out through the consumption of drugs. And many of them just enter into that world in the way that used to happen in the university context. And currently, drugs are an important part of their lives, and when they try to let them drugs far away from them, many of them just can't do it for a couple of weeks. Many of them used to say something like the risk of addiction is minimum, but now many of them can leave some drugs, mainly cigarettes. In my faculty, people used to consume psychoactive substances in the Freud and in the psychology building, mainly. And something that I think is interesting is that from my major, nearly all the people that I know usually consume substances. It is more common in hanging out with friends.
Yeah, all of us here have faced drugs, using one way or another in college. In my case, I had a close friend where I could see the impact that drugs have on a student. Here at the Universidad Nacional, the students' stores are very common. When I entered the university, I became very close friend with the owner of one that was located in Freud, the epicenter of consumption at the university. Where the stores was located, the atmosphere became very heavy, especially on Freud Thursdays. Eventually, he started to stop opening the store every day, but he would open it on Thursday, which was the only day that he consumed the most. Eventually, he closed the store and stopped enrolling subjects and stopped communicating with those of us who knew him. In the end, this consumption took him away from his path.
So it is pretty clear that this is a crucial topic for all the university community. So to help us understand this better, we spoke with an expert psychologist professor. She shared valuable insights on how these issues develop, how they affect the students, and most importantly, what can be done about them.
Okay, and what the expert said about the role of the university to prevent the negative effects of the SA.
So, of course, first, the professor emphasized that from academic standpoint, it is important to create effective prevention campaigns, but they must start with a deep understanding of the issue. So any prevention strategy should not be just about saying don't do it. Instead, it requires proactive and student-centered approaches. Specifically, she mentioned three key factors these campaigns should focus on. First, early awareness and education. So students need real practical information about addiction before they experience it firsthand. Second, accessible mental health support. So universities should provide stigma-free psychological services that are easy to access. And third, it is important to have healthy coping mechanisms. Universities should provide substance-free social options, encouraging, for example, sports and social activities that help them manage stress.
Okay, Nicolas, and what practical advice she offer for students to implement when dealing with substance use?
Yes, Camila, she offered great advices. First, she told us that to prevent these harmful effects, the core aspect is to recognize when a habit starts controlling you instead of the other way around, and at that moment to act quickly. So first, you should pay special attention of the warning signs, which are losing control, feeling dependent, or facing negative consequences. Once you identify these signals, you should seek help early, as soon as possible. Services like Bienestar Universitario can guide you, and talking to someone makes a difference. So you should seek help from your friends as well. And finally, be mindful of your environment, who and what you surround yourself with, because that shapes your habits and your behavior.
Our proposed solution is an application designed to support students facing drugs use problems. Though the app users can record their emotions, track their period of consumption, and manage appointments with specialists. This allows them to take more conscious control of their well-being and access support resources within the university easily and securely.
We know that it's often difficult to ask for help or find reliable information. That is why our app features an artificial intelligence chat specialized in mental health. This AI has been trained to answer questions about stress, anxiety, substance abuse, and healthy coping strategies. It works 24 hours a day and offers answers based on research and expert recommendations. It doesn't replace a professional, but it does provide immediate support and useful guidance in time of need. We also understand that accessing professional help can be complicated by schedules or lack of information. That is why our AI also makes it easier to schedule appointments with psychologists both within the university and at other centers based on student ability. The app analyzes your schedule and you suggest options that fit your schedule, making asking for help faster and more accessible. With this app, we seek to reduce the barrier to access psychological support, foster the healthy university environment.
Another great feature we can find in the application is the tracking of the students' mood on days when they don't attend the consultations. This tracking will be full personalized as the students will decide which aspects of their life they want to log in the application. The available options will be include sleep quality, mood, physical activity, energy levels throughout the day, and the stress levels. Among the ensure what the students feel support throughout their process most of the time. In relation to the previous point, the application will track each case presenting aspect statistic for every student using the application. This feature can be quite useful for the students and the mental health professionals as it provides an over the history of the feels and emotion expected over the period of time.
All this information collected from the student is condensed into a report that can be sent to the professional handle your case, thus making it easier for the specialist to understand the student process. On another hand, inside the app, there are several links to help centers, where the student can find reliable and responsible information to get informed and learn about this topic.
So yeah, to conclude this episode, we want to emphasize that it is important to raise our voices on these problems and to keep in mind the importance of responsible consumption to create safer communities.
To close this episode, remember that if you need support or more information about the effects of psychoactive substance use, you can download our app at Play Store or App Store.
There, you will find resources, advice, and tools to improve your well-being. We'll hear from you in the next episodes. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.